His next visit was to the Sera monastery, where upon arrival, His Holiness the Karmapa was received by the two abbots of Sera Che and Me and the huge body of monks in ceremonial procession. He was escorted into the combined prayer hall of Sera Lachi, and after being seated on the throne, the two abbots performed the mandala offering ceremony. Tea and sweet rice was served. The abbot of Sera Me gave the welcome speech. His Holiness the Karmapa addressed the combined congregation of the monks of both Sera Che and Me. The abbot of Sera Che proposed a vote of thanks. His Holiness visited the Sera Che monastery, where the abbot and monks received him with ceremonial tribute. On the throne in the prayer hall, the abbot performed the mandala offering ceremony, and tea and sweet rice was served. He next visited the monastery of Sera Me. Here again, the abbot and monks received him with traditional respect. In the prayer hall, as he sat on the throne, the abbot offered the mandala, and tea and sweet rice was served. On special request, His Holiness visited the Seral Hopa Khangze, where too he was presented the mandala offering ceremony and tea and sweet rice. On 18th March, His Holiness the Kyawang Karmapa left the Kamsang Nalanda International Institute and arrived at Jigung Kakyu Thubdenshiru Changju Ling Monastery. The lamas, tugus and monks received him in ceremonial procession and escorted him into the main prayer hall. After being seated on the throne, the head lama, Jigung Chöje Aya Rinpoche, performed the mandala offering ceremony. He was followed suit by the two settlement officers, representatives of the various monasteries, and guests presented the scarves. All this while, the monks had been reciting the prayer, Praise to the 12 deeds of Lord Buddha. Tea and sweet rice was served. On special request by Jigung Chöje Aya Rinpoche, His Holiness the Kyawang Karmapa gave a summary of the biographies of all the previous Karmapa lineage holders. About himself, he clarified that the reason for his escape from Tibet was to receive all the teachings of his predecessors from the lineage holding lamas who all were in India. He further narrated that before his actual escape, he had often prayed to the deities and lamas and consulted the divinations. One night, he dreamt that he was going up the slope of a grassy hill. From the top of that hill, he saw His Holiness the Dalai Lama coming down. As they met, His Holiness the Dalai Lama took him by the hand and said, "Now let us go," and led him into a big monastery. At once he woke up, and it became clear in his mind that he would be able to reach India. Not long after that, he made the necessary preparations and embarked for India. His Holiness the Karmapa visited the Trashilumbu monastery, where, led by the abbot, all the monks welcomed him in a ceremonial procession. As he took his seat on the throne in the main prayer hall, the abbot offered the mandala ceremony, while the monks chanted the prayer for the long life of the Lama and his blessings for the spread of Buddhism. Tea and sweet rice followed, after which His Holiness the Karmapa addressed the congregation. His Holiness then visited the Drupakaju Thösamling monastery at Golathala camp. The head Lama, when Tralsing Rinpoche received him and offered the mandala in the prayer hall. In a special gesture, His Holiness the Kyawang Karmapa recited the prayer for the spread of the Drupakaju order with Wen Tralsing Rinpoche and his son Abbot Ngedun. His Holiness then proceeded to the Sakyatejeling monastery, where the abbot and the monks received him in a ceremonial procession. The abbot performed the mandala offering ceremony, followed by tea and sweet rice. His Holiness visited the central school of the old settlement, where he was welcomed by the principal, staff and students. His Holiness gave the oral transmission of the Manjushri invocation. Everyone received his blessings and the sacred protection cord.
얘들이 무슨 일을 정하지 밤에 뒤를 따라봐도 미지리 나간 내에 뒤랑 미지 뒤랑 비체로 미소스에 간다는 미지 뒤랑 비체로 루루스에 미지 뒤랑 비체가 이렇게 상관없이 표현한 되게 질량의 둘째 소스 일부러 니기 왜 주야 유저로지 그래 좋아해서 나가서但是距离你兄弟们，特别是你前面们，家里。